Attention to Sister Evelyn Gibson and her assistant Lisa Devaney, and her talk is taken from The Insight, Volume 1, pages 284 and 285. It's concerning Benaiah. He was a faithful and mighty warrior, a servant of David. Let's give our attention to her, and the theme is Be Faithful and Fearless.
Hi, Evelyn. I went on that website you told me about, that jw.org.
Cool. Did you like it?
Well, yeah, I did, but there was one thing I had a question about. There was one article I was reading about Jehovah's Witnesses who were put in prison in South Korea because they won't fight. I wanted to know, why would they go to such extremes to serve God?
Well, Jehovah has always helped his people to be faithful and fearless. Benaiah is one example who Jehovah helped to serve him faithfully and fearlessly. Can you read 1 Chronicles 11:22 through 25, where it mentions some of the brave things Benaiah did?
And that was 1 Chronicles 11. And what verse?
22 through 25.
It says, Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, was a courageous man who performed many exploits in Kabzeel. He struck down the two sons of Ariel of Moab, and he descended into the water pit on a snowy day and killed a lion. He also struck down an Egyptian man of extraordinary size, 5 cubits tall. Though the Egyptian had a spear in his hand, like a beam of loom workers, he went against him with a rod and snatched the spear away from the Egyptian's hand and killed him with his own spear. These things Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, did, and he had the reputation like that of 3 mighty warriors. Although he was distinguished even more than the 30, he did not attain to the rank of the 3. However, David appointed him over his own bodyguard.
So what were some of the things Benaiah did?
Well, it mentioned he killed a lion, and he killed an Egyptian giant with his own spear.
So do you think an ordinary person would have been able to do that without Jehovah's help?
Well, what's really funny about that question is, I was wondering, why did we read this scripture? What does this have to do with my point about serving God? But that actually makes so much sense, that he wouldn't have been able to do it without Jehovah.
Yeah. So Benaiah was sure Jehovah would help and guide him. There's actually an interview on tv.jw.org where a mother who has had 2 of her sons put in prison for their neutrality said, "We see it as a way to demonstrate our faith to Jehovah, and is convinced that when we put spiritual things first in our lives, Jehovah will help us maintain our faith." So one of the blessings Benaiah received was being close to David. At one point there was rebellion, and Benaiah had 2 choices: to stay faithful to David, the king Jehovah had chosen, or join in on the rebellion, which was headed by David's own son, Adonijah. His choice is written at 1 Kings 1:8. But Zadok, the priest, Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, Nathan, the prophet, Shimei, Leah, and David's mighty warriors did not support Adonijah. So since he didn't join Adonijah's rebellion, what choice did he make?
It seems like he chose to be faithful to David, who was Jehovah's anointed.
Right. And one other scripture that proves Jehovah will always help us be faithful and fearless is 2 Corinthians 4:7. However, we have this treasure in earthen vessels, so that the power beyond what is normal may be God's and not from us. So Jehovah gives power beyond what is normal. Once we realize Jehovah is backing us, we will be able to faithfully and fearlessly face any trial we encounter.
Well, I really can see why the imprisoned witnesses try to follow the Bible examples of being fearless and faithful. Thank you so much.
Yeah.